What's up, folks? This is Brad Reed, Gaming Mole here, and this is a podcast YouTube channel update for the end of June 2013, or maybe I should say the beginning of July 2013. To start off, there's not much going on, or maybe there is actually a lot going on and I'm just not paying attention to it. But there's not much for me to talk about anyway. But to get the first bit of news, which is a bit of bad news, is the PSP I bought a couple weeks ago turns out to be a dud. Sad face. I bought a PSP a couple weeks ago for about 60 bucks on eBay. It said it was fully working and that there were no problems with it, so I thought that this was pretty much a steal. But when I finally got it, it was working pretty much perfectly, and towards a couple days later I decided to play a game on a UMD, or an actual disc, and it turns out the PSP can't read UMD games. Now I know there's a lot of people that just don't care about that feature with the fact that you can download ISOs or just download games off PSN. But I actually care for that because I own at least 20 different UMD games that I now can't do playthroughs for. So as I just said, doing playthroughs on certain games on my PSP is gonna have to actually wait until I get an actual working PSP 3000. I tried to talk to the guy to return it to get my money back, but he wanted me to send it back, and he lives internationally. The main problem with that is the money I would pay to send it back, because the shipping is going to come out of my own pocket, is going to be pretty much about my entire refund anyway. So it's not even worth returning the PSP to him, from what I calculated. It would be nice to get maybe a couple bucks back, but it doesn't help me out just to spend more money than what I'm getting back. So moving on to the next thing. I did remember I put up a video about 2 weeks ago asking you guys what game I should play next, and I got a lot of interesting suggestions, honestly. Although I did find some titles to be where I just went bleh. I never want to touch that game. There were a couple of games that were seriously interesting, and there were a couple that were just actually rare. And when I went to go look those titles up to see how much they would actually cost me, I ended up falling out of my seat because they were well over $100 in price, and I just went like, holy crap! Like seriously, there's no way I could afford that. Well, I could, but then that would just be that, and I don't want to only buy that one game. But as to what game or games I picked out from the list of suggestions you guys gave me, I picked out a few, and you guys have to wait and see when those actually come in the mail. Let's see, thinking about what else to think about. I know there's a lot of people that are concerned about EVO 2013, and that's literally right around the corner. In fact, I think it's this weekend in terms of when it's going to happen. I'm not truly interested in EVO, and I have a couple of reasons why for that. One, I only care about the grand finals. Like, I only just want to know who wins. I don't care about all the matches that happen in between and all the hype moments. I want to know who won the whole thing up to that point, because that lets me know, like, okay, well, that player is obviously the best player for that time being. There's probably a bunch of other players that didn't enter EVO that could probably beat this dude, but who cares? This person has made a name for himself for at least a year or so, and I only want to watch the winning match. The other reason is the game selected this year for EVO I'm not exactly fond of, and a lot of them generally came to the point where you know what's to be expected. There's no hidden technology. There's not going to be there's a very small chance, I mean a very, very small chance of this random player who picks the most who picks the most unorthodox character or most unlikely team to win the tournament that'll come in and just destroy everybody. And that's what I would like to see, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm not exactly excited for EVO 2013. But I do know that there's players that will pretty much dedicate their entire weekend, if not longer, I don't know how long it lasts, to watching the entire thing. And I've had friends come to me about saying like, hey, did you see EVO? I'm like, no, I didn't really watch it. Like, I just wait for it to come on YouTube to see the finals. And I mean the grand finals. So I don't really express too much concern about it. Oh, what? The games I would love to see back at EVO, which is probably never going to happen, is stuff like Soul Calibur 5, Tekken 6, Tekken Tag 2. Games that pretty much I still play, but no one, or really the games that I would find this random cult of Japanese players still playing. Because I doubt I would find players for stuff like, I doubt I would find many dedicated players for BlazBlue in the US, or many dedicated players for Samurai Showdown and stuff of that nature. Anyway, anyway, back to something interesting. For this month and maybe next month, depending on how long this actually takes to set up, I planned on doing what I would call a month of 100%. And basically what that's all about is I take all the games, most of the games I've beaten or finished. I've never actually did 100% complete on those games, like do the extra dungeon or do this side quest that I probably would never do. So I generally want to get around to doing stuff like that, maybe on a stream, maybe doing a live stream of it and just uploading the live stream to YouTube, or try and record it and go from there. I haven't exactly worked out all the details, and I'm still working to get my stream set up and going. But that's generally what I want to dedicate this month to, because I do have some time to devote towards getting 100%, what I would call 100% complete on various games. Oh, let's see, and I actually did pick out quite a couple of games to start with, such as Tales Symphonia, Dawn of the New World, Okami, not Virtual Quest, but where's my list? Eternal Sonata, stuff of that nature. And again, hopefully people will actually watch that, because I mean they're actual old games, and not a lot of people actually do the side quest or the various side events that happen in the midst of the game. So that'll be maybe that will be a nice thing to see. And if you're actually interested, you can come to my Twitch channel and watch it yourself, assuming I actually get the stream up and running properly. Anyway, with that said, that's about everything I can think of for now. If I come up with anything new to talk about, then I'll put it in a mid-month podcast, or I'll just make another video about it. But with that said, if you're not subscribed to me, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel to get more videos. I upload about 6 videos a day at the most, but I try to at least get 1 video out every day. So I encourage you to subscribe. If you have any suggestions as to what game I should play, or something that you want to see in the future, then drop a comment in the discussion tab of my YouTube channel, or send me a private message, and I will consider it. With that said, this is Brad Reed, the Gaming Mole, signing off. Thanks for watching.